Hopefully I have enough water today. These are baggers sometimes. It's so fun to do though. What's up, everybody? Hopefully everything sounds good. So let me know if the camera quality and the voice quality sound okay. That's the biggest thing. Once we get that going, then everything else will fall into place. I know, I know. So listen, Dominic, this is what happened, okay? So I'm in the Discord. I was thinking about mocking tonight, completely forgot about football, and I said I'm down for a mock draft, and then I said, oh wait, no, it's NFL night. I can't mock draft. Then everyone's like, whoa, 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 you can't go back on your word. So I'm staying true to my word. I will stream the mocks tonight. I know there's a lot of demand for it, but I agree. I agree. All right, let's find one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would be surprised if we had a lot of viewers tonight, but that's okay. People can watch it tomorrow. Does everything sound good? Everything sound okay? Let me. Okay, I can hear it from my end. It sounds okay for me. What's up, Seth? I'm gonna wait for one to open up. Okay, I'm gonna wait for one to open up at like. I don't really like any of these. I guess we could do this one, this head-to-head dump and chase. 14 team. Yeah, there is one here. Do you guys want to join this one in 11 minutes? I'm in. I'm gonna try and take a bad pick. Like I want to go somewhere I don't like and see how my draft pans out. Let's get it. I don't know if that link will work. I hope it does. Oh yeah, it's filling. Oh, there's Seth. Wendell's in here. No Jeremiah tonight, so you guys actually gonna have a chance. I honestly like that last pick. 6 is a weird pick. It's a weird spot. There's so many like trends I'm starting to notice now. So I have like a video coming out tomorrow. It's going to be about draft pairings. So pretty much if you have this pick, who you should take in the second round. And the one thing I found is like those late picks are becoming so valuable in the season. Like you could almost get 2 first round players in like the first and second round. I gotta fix the setup a little bit here. Ooh. Make it easier on my neck. I'm in the 16 team league. I'm in with hype, and then I'm at 6. Yeah, 6. I like, for me personally, I like Ranton in there. So I just some news to drop here. It looks like Svechnikov is supposed to be healthy to start the season. And I updated his projections this morning, and I have him as the 34th best player. And he's going around 56 to 60. So let's keep that in mind. I mean, for this draft, people are probably going to be all over him, but let's keep that in mind moving forward. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to make any videos right now, but that's kind of where I'm at. He seems to be pretty good value. And someone else I'm noticing more and more is Barkov. We have him as the 28th, and we're taking into account injury with Barkov, and he's still a beast. And he's falling to like 60. So we'll see what happens with Barkov this season. Okay, I have a question for the chat. What's my order? Hopefully someone can understand that. Who else is like, man, we have Myers so high. I don't know how I feel with him in New Jersey, but he's still a beast. So it's like, it's hard to say. He still shoots so much and gets so many hits, but New Jersey has so many mouths to feed up front that it just seems like I don't know if I want to exhaust a second round pick on him. But you're getting like better production than JT Miller, and I like JT Miller, so I don't know. It's interesting. Where would you draft Miro? Probably around the 70-80 range. It really depends. I can show you where we have him. It's going to be a little skewed. We have him at 50, 51 in this league, which is actually pretty good value. I think this type of league, because I do have blocks in here, actually favors defensemen a little bit more. And honestly, that's how I think leagues should be, because defensemen never really have value if there's no blocks or hits. Like, hits and blocks are what make D relevant. Does Carolina have the cap to activate Svetch? That's a wonderful question. I have not thought about that, but I'm sure they will make room for their franchise winger. Quick question. In the keeper league, counts hits. Would you keep JT Miller or Miro Heiskanen? I would keep JT Miller. I have Miller ranked pretty high. 16. The thing is with JT Miller is he's not a flashy player, nor does he play on a flashy team. Like, Vancouver's not really like going for a deep run or scoring a ton of goals, but he just does everything, and that's kind of what you want from your players in hits leagues, and if you're in categories leagues too. But yeah, I would say JT Miller. Is there a delay on this right now? I feel like there's not really a delay. It's honestly fine. It's at 7:27. I started the stream a little bit early. It filled so quickly. Where should E. Kane and Batherson go in standard leagues? And then Ronan, I'll get to you next. So I like Evander around 60. We have him pretty high. We have him at 40. So I like him around 60 because his ADP is like 85, 90. Batherson's kind of the same range. You're kind of getting the same player. So I do like Evander's upside a little bit more than Batherson. But both of them are really, really close. Have you looked at ESPN's ADP? So, you know what, Ronan? The thing with me and Chris have been discussing at Yahoo, because we do a lot of, we were discussing ESPN because we do a lot of Yahoo content. The thing with Yahoo and ESPN is that Yahoo actually tracks draft data and has ADP, which I think is, I always read on Twitter that's overrated, but I think it's the most important part of fantasy because it's an accurate depiction with real drafts of where players are going. Where ESPN just, I feel like there's some random guy that just made these projections and everything's all over the place. I heard ESPN's a mess this year, but then Yahoo's also a mess with positions, but positions will be figured out eventually. But I haven't looked at ESPN at all. I don't even use the ESPN app anymore. I'm just strictly Yahoo. I just think the UI is so much better. The start active players are so much better. All of my leagues are on there. So I'm straight Yahoo. I know Chris is too. But I'm curious to hear who's going way off the board on ESPN. I remember when the first set of rankings and projections came out, it was an absolute joke. Don't they have Marchand for like 46 points this year? Don't they have something like absolutely crazy? Let's go through this while we have time. Oh, this is so funny. I love looking at this. And they were the first ones to come out with rankings too. This was Where's the... Oh, projections right here. We'll go through this quickly. How much time we have? 6 minutes. All right. So I know Bedard is also crazy. So Pedersen 116. What do we have Pedersen for? We went for 94. So that's like what, 28 point swing, 18 point swing. Kaprizov, Hughes. These are all okay. Like Brady I get. They have Carlson repeating last season, which is crazy. I think it's a little absurd. They have Bedard for 322 shots. If I'm not mistaken, McDavid only had 2 seasons over 300 shots. Maybe they're different players because McDavid was a huge playmaker to start the season, but they have him for 322 shots and scoring 33 goals. So that's a little absurd to me. And like Timo Meier is a good example of a guy who doesn't really take good quality shots. Like he has high shot volume because he just takes low quality shots. And he has 40 goals. So crazy. There's someone else that's crazy. Let me look in the chat. Ehlers, Marchand, Doughty, so many more. All right, I'll look at those. I'm going to guess Ehlers, 36 points they have him projected for. Oh, close, 48. That's crazy to me. Marchand's hilarious. I remember Marchand being the most notable one. 46 points. When was the last time Brad Marchand had 46 points? I'm going to say in 2011. Oh, only his rookie season where he played 20 games. So they expect him to go back to when he was a rookie. That's crazy. Bedard will never get 90 points. Yeah. That's a little spicy. Where would you rank Wilson? Wilson, if there's hits, I have like Wilson's completely fine in like the 120 range. I have him at 160, probably because we're factoring in some injury with Wilson and suspension. I'm in a keeper league. We keep 4 players. Where do you think Sorokin, Samsonov, Rantanen, Pedersen? Oh, what do you guys think? I think if 4 keepers, you probably shouldn't keep 2 goalies, especially if one's Samsonov. But the other 3, I'm definitely fine with. Yeah, so Seth, I'm on the same page as Seth. Who else is there? How do we get access to the spreadsheet? Everything's available on our Patreon. And I can link that. So guys, we're also running Fantasy Puck Patreon leagues. So the goal of the leagues is to make everything extremely competitive and ensuring that leagues are active. I know we've had a lot of complaints about people being in inactive leagues and no one wants to make trades. So we're just trying to like mitigate that. And then on top of it, we're going to reseed everyone next year and hopefully to have a tiering system, A, B, C, and then you're going to be placed in tiers depending on how you finish. Hopefully hand out some prizes to everyone. So if anyone's interested in that, that is all available on our Patreon. If you have any questions, you better join the Discord and ask, and don't worry about Mr. Sampson, the Discord. And I will link our Discord in here for everybody. If you're not in it already, make sure you get in there. It's so fun. Love just talking hockey with everybody. And I'm sure most people can say the same that are in here. All right. Let's see if I can remember how to set my queue up properly, though, with all the guys that are going way too late in drafts. How far would you reach on Carlson? I like Carlson a lot this season. And with that in mind, I would be taking Carlson around 60 to 70. It really depends on how your draft is going and how people in your league are reacting, but that's probably where I would take him. Man, so many people are off Barbashev this season, and he is super, super interesting. I am a Barbashev fan, that is for sure. And I got to remember to draft hits this year because I didn't do it in my last draft. When's the draft start? Oh my God. Oh, it's already going. Ah, I'm not ready. Watch me queue a player, but then accidentally draft him. I'll get to the questions in un second. All right, I'm hoping for Ranton in here. Oh, no. All right, I'll take Pasta. Completely fine with Pasta here. I think it's a no question pick given the scarcity in the positions this year. And right wing we've found to be more and more scarce. So I'm good with Pasta here. There won't be another draft tonight, but there will be coming up. We're going to be definitely hosting more drafts. How do you recommend using the spreadsheet for category leagues where cats don't have any different weighting? You can customize it as you want, and you can make all of these categories one. And that's how I would do it. We also have all of our base stuff available. Should do a guys I add to my draft. That's a great idea. Would you guys think that Dougie Hamilton's keeper worthy? Yes, I would keep Dougie over Samsonov, no question. Man, I don't mind Lawson Crouse for hits either. All right. 14-team league. I want to see if I can come back with a defenseman here or come back with the center. That's my goal. The spreadsheet's all available on our Patreon, guys. Spreadsheet is the godsend for drafting. It's just really hard for me to manage both right now. And this is a categories league, so it's a little bit different. And for the whoever asked about, sorry, I apologize. Let me find your name, Tyler. How I would use it too is you can easily just sort how you like if you're looking for specific categories. But I like the fantasy points per game. Yossi Stutzel, Fox, all went. Put me in a tight position here. I like Sid, but I think I prefer Zib in this spot. I would have went defenseman if it was available, but it wasn't. D have just been flying off the board in these drafts recently. So I'm going to go with Zib here. There's really no one else I would be interested in at this position. You got to pay for it? Yeah, you do. Yeah. It's hidden behind a paywall, unfortunately. I mean, it's a lot of work to build, but if you want access to our Patreon leagues, that's $7, and then it's an extra $3 to get access to all of our spreadsheets, including this one is a really good one, the Train Analyzer. So if you're comparing players and you're not sure in between your draft, this will help you. Would you take Meyer top 20 over a guy like Ovi Sid Marner? I would not. I would take all three of those guys over him. I've never used CBS Fantasy. Yeah, Jeff Yossi was definitely going to be my guy here. Yossi or Pedersen, I would have went. Would you take Pass over guys like Hughes and Kachuk? Yes, but I would be okay taking Matt Kachuk over Pasta. It's difficult, though. We have to find out what his injury status is before anything. Who's going to be watching football tonight, guys? I'm curious. Jeff, I know you're looking at the screen right now. No, I'm bugging. Let's see what happens. Also, guys, important to note that Brandon Montour and Aaron Ekblad are not starting the season healthy this year. Dougie it is. Got to remember to get those hits. But Dougie it is right now. I need a defenseman. I'm assuming they're going to be flying off the board soon. And I didn't get one of my first 2 picks, so let's see what happens. Let me go through some of the players here. I love Eriksson Ek. He always just falls in drafts. It's hilarious. Also, Kadri's falling a ton, and I'll see where I have him projected. 73, and he's at ADP 162, so keep that in mind. Yeah, it's Forsling season, that's for sure. If you guys are drafting a non-fantasy puck draft, make sure you're taking Gustav Forsling. He is going to be very, very nice this season. It's going to be kind of the same thing we saw with Lindholm, except he has actually better offensive numbers than Lindholm. So, definitely someone you want to be looking at. Oh, Svechnikov went 37th, eh? There's really nothing I can do about that. That's like where he should be going. What do you think about staking Vanacek Smeed? Yeah, I'm completely fine with that. It's not Jeff. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Man, yeah, I'm glad to see Hintz is like falling more than his ADP says. Yeah, Svech at 37 is completely fine with me. I think if you're in leagues with like this is a pretty competitive one. There's a lot of people that follow the channel in here, so everyone's relatively up to date. But if you're playing with like some of your buddies that you don't think follow fantasy as intense as you may, I think you can get Svechnikov a little bit later than he should be going. I'm fairly confident that's what's going to end up happening in some of my drafts. Hellebuck at 40s. I don't think I would. Oh my God, 41st for Bouchard? Corey, if you were in here, tell me why did you reach? Is that a reach? Let's see where I have Bouchard. You know what? 53, it's not too bad. There is some risk there, though. Oh, my God. I just keep noticing more and more that defensemen are just getting sent off the board. Higher into Brinkat or Svech? Svech for sure. Like, no question in my mind. It's a better team, a better player, and if DeBrincat without Kane is what we saw last season, I'm not really too excited. I actually am not really a DeBrincat fan at all. Yeah, Sergachev 46 is kind of crazy to me. I kind of have an idea how this draft's gonna pan out right now, so I might have to reach. Who do I have higher? Carlson, Heisk. Okay. I have no interest in Erik Karlsson either. I have Montour as the 4th overall D. I am up. Miro just went. All right. I might. I think I'm gonna have to take Mo here just because of how the draft's currently panning out. Yeah. Oh yeah, Patty Kane. Yeah, he's supposed to be out for a bit, but I was reading some rumors about the Red Wings. I didn't see any of that. I think those are false rumors, but I did see that the Red Wings are apparently interested in him. But who wouldn't be? I feel like everyone's interested in him. So everyone's just coming up with these storylines now. Pasta or Rantanen? Probably Pasta for me. It's really, really close, though. There's Aho. McAvoy's completely fine there, too. That's actually kind of who I was considering, but I think I'll just take the hits here. I know who I want for my next pick. I'm trying to keep things a little hush right now because I know there's some people watching that are in here. So, oh, okay, fantasy tip. He's really good. So he probably just didn't know about the news. It came out like 3 days ago. So I'm sure, obviously, he would definitely change his mind on that. Fantasy Tip has really, really good stuff. I love his videos. Would love to do one with him and Data Draft. That'd be really fun. Not sure how to get like 3 perspectives here. It'd be cool if we were all streaming at the same time, but I wish we can get like, it'd be cool if we do like a 20 team league draft. It'd be all night with everyone in here. That's a funny read. You think I should take Bedard? Man, I'm not a fan of rookies. 18 years old on a bad team. That's so hard. People probably said that about McDavid, though. I think I'm going to go Evander Kane here. I just love the category coverage. He just does it all. Other than power play points, which I can find. I think it'll be okay. And I like that he's a winger. No, I'm not worried about Dustin Wolf at all, guys. I've heard it. I've heard it a lot. It may sound like that was a little sassy for me. I didn't mean to be that like that. I'm not worried about Wolf. They signed Markstrom to a 6x6. He also was second for Vezina 2 years ago. He had one bad season. I'm not worried at all. I can see him getting some starts this year, though. One guy, if you guys are in really deep leagues, one guy I'm actually interested is Tarasov. I can actually see him getting some starts this year and being not bad. Also, Joseph Woll, obviously. But Kent Johnson's interested in the deeper leagues too. Someone to keep an eye on. I don't mind Sammy Blais if you have hits. He's not bad as well. Like, just a flyer in those super, super deep leagues. But we're going to be putting up some deep league videos. Man, someone that a lot of people have forgotten about too is McTavish. But I don't have too much interest. I know Chris has been on Spencer Knight too. That's so interesting. Oh no. Oh no. Matt. Matt, if you're in here, what happened? Joel Hofer is also interesting on St. Louis. Someone I had my eye on before the season started. Oh yeah, can't forget about him. Can't forget about him. Yo, what do you guys think about the Jake Sanderson signing? 8x8. So I actually read that he is one of the best defensive defensemen in the league. He's one of the best defensive penalty killers in the league. If I have any Sens fans here in here, I'm very curious to what you guys think about that. I heard he is an absolute stud penalty killer. And that's what goes unnoticed sometimes, is where people say, oh, he doesn't put up big points, but he could be effective somewhere else on the ice that doesn't show up on the stat sheet every night. Like, a lot of people kind of like don't like Zib. And Marner gets criticism too, but they both play penalty kill 1, power play 1. So that goes unnoticed. Yeah, I really like Sanderson. Hofer going to pull a Husso. Miller, I agree. I think Hofer can be extremely sneaky. I don't know if I would draft him just yet because Binnington was still getting starts, but I think Binnington is a terrible goaltender. You may have heard it in like past live streams. Wicked might know, but I do not like him as a goaltender. Like, just skill wise, I don't care about the attitude at all, but skill wise, not for me. All right, guys, I am picking very, very soon. Nice. Wow. Bedard went 77th. That's crazy. That's the furthest I've seen him drop so far. Look at how thin defense are. Oh, my God. All right. I'm up. I wanted to go goalie here, but I don't think I'm going to. I want to go. Did he get taken? Drake Batherson, because right wing's super thin. I know there's plus minus in here, but we'll deal with that. I'm going to go Batherson. I just know that later in the draft, right wing gets extremely, extremely thin, and then you're kind of just scrambling. And I know in one of my drafts, I ended up getting Rust like late because there was nothing available. So, what's up, Nick? How are you, man? Their decor will be good next few seasons. Shabbat, Branson. Yeah, I agree. They're a very solid team all around. There's a lot to like with them. Shane Pinto's interesting. Josh Norris is interesting. Worried about Batherson not being on PP1. Yeah, I would rather Batherson over Giroux. Yeah, even if he doesn't, his floor is so high with his hit and shot volume that like he'll still get there for you, just with that. Huberdeau to 82. That's interesting to see. I like that. He's another guy I'm confident will have a better season this year. This entire Calgary Flames team is like, even Mangiapane. Like, who's going to take over Toffoli's spot? They lost a 70-point player. And Mangiapane's not even going drafted right now. Former 35 goal scorer. I read last year he was dealing with, was it shoulder injury lingering the entire season? And he was like able to play through it. And now he's like fully healthy. There's something I read. He was injured all last year though, and played through it. Plays at the Calgary Italian Open. That's not what I wanted to read. But yeah, he was injured for like all of last year. Wow, Doughty. That's crazy. I wonder if anyone in here is not in the stream. Probably. Thoughts on Gensel? Yeah, he'll get you there. So we're at 90. My team is pretty solid. D are thin right now. It's hard to really choose someone that's gonna like really put your team over the top right now. So I'm gonna go with Markstrom and get my goaltender 1. I know I might be reaching on him, but I like him a lot. There's very, very soon goalies are gonna start flying off the board. So I don't want to put myself in a pickle, especially in a 14-team league when there's a lot of space in between your picks. You don't want to put yourself in that position where a lot of goalies go and you're just stuck, taking flyers on 2 guys. Oh, man, why is he a center? Why is he a center? Yeah, Miller. I'm definitely I definitely want to try and do that. He's the GOAT. Oh yeah. Also another guy I keep forgetting about. What do you guys think about Brant Clark this year? I feel like he can be extremely good. He was so good in the World Juniors. Man, they have Markstrom projected for a 901 save percentage. That is crazy. There's no way he repeats that. Like they were such a good team too, Calgary. They were actually second best offensive team in hockey last year, statistically. Yes, Nuge at 33 is way too high. I love the Trouba pick there. I really like that Trouba pick actually. Do we know for sure if Forsberg's like hurt? I don't think he is. Who is fully recovered from a season-ending injury. All right. That answers my question. And that is who I will go. Am I missing out on any defenseman before I make this pick? I don't think so yet. No, I think I'm okay. But did you get a Big Mac? Hey, I asked earlier what you guys think my order is. It's still on the table for you guys to guess. Where are you taking Bedard? I don't like Bedard. If I'm taking him, probably 70 to 80. I'm looking to join a price league. I don't have spots for me. I'm from QC, though, so can't join directly from Yahoo. Join our Discord, and you may be able to find someone that's doing one. For those interested in playing in the Fantasy Puck League, competing with all of us, the FP team out, the whole community, for prizes, and we're going to re-tier everyone next year depending on how you do. All available on our Patreon. Also, all of our projections, or if you guys just want to support the channel, that too. I never really throw that side into it. But we have 66 people in here and 10 likes, so give it a like if you guys can. 2 McDoubles, large fry, and a Sprite. No, okay, the hint will be it's a meal, and it's not a fish. It's not a fish fillet. You really think I'm a fish fillet guy, Nate? Are you? Come on. Come on. Wendell, why did you take him? Why did you take Tyson Barrie? Man, Forsling and Marinsky went. That just shows how much I'm paying attention to this draft right now. And I'm almost stuck to be taking Shea Theodore, I'm thinking. At 118. Nah, I'll go Nichushkin. I'm a Nichushkin fan. Demko or Skinner? Demko. QP with cheese and a Sprite. You got the QP right. Blows my mind how late Forsberg is going to every draft. I've been fading him. Taking Line, Booch late. Yep. All good picks. Just traded for Hamilton. Cost me a fifth. That's a good trade. I would take Demko over Skinner personally. Okay, I'm starting to climb up the draft board now here. I don't really believe in this too much, but I panicked and lagged out. Had McHugh set up. It was my turn. My guys disappeared. Oh no. We just said here at McDonald's orders. Man, no, I just have a McDonald's cup. I'm drinking out of it. And I was saying, like, what do you guys think I get from McDonald's? I was in a little bit of a scramble today. I like got off work, went to the gym, and I had to record a video. So I'm like, what do I do on the way home? So yeah, I went to the gym and then had McDonald's, guys. So just don't do that. Don't do that too often. It's not good for you. Nice pick with Tippett there, Vincent. Honestly, I probably should have taken Tippett over Nichushkin, but I like Nichushkin's upside. Deer are really thinning out right now. Oh, man, that's so funny. Yeah, red Fruitopia, Josh, you know it. That's the best. How would you compare left wing depth versus right wing depth in the draft? Good question, Casey. So right wing depth is extremely thin. And left wing depth is there. So there's not a lot, but it's there, right? Like you can see here, I'll just show you. So we're at 135 coming up. It's my pick. I'm fine with Ehlers, Laine, DeBrusk, Buchnevich. I'm actually fine with pretty much every single winger up until Nyes. Then you go look at right wingers. You got Eberle, okay, not bad. Tarasenko, not bad. Like Evangelista, Besser, there's just not a lot. So, and then you go down here, and we're already at Kako. There's just not a lot. So I would be prioritizing your right wingers as much as you can. Half Fruitopia, half Sprite. Is that the play? Is that a good play? Mark, I'm gonna have to try that. Okay, I'll hold me to it. Man, they hate Kadri. I love Kadri this year a lot. Is Joel Eriksson Ek available? Oh my god. Who else loves Joel Eriksson Ek? Look at this. Look how high he's ranked. Everyone just sleeps on him. He's so good. Like, he just does everything. Power play 1, goals, assists, shots, hits. He covers everything on a good, strong team. So much love, TY. Thanks for just tuning in, Casey. Make sure you guys are subscribed too. We have so much content coming up. Like it's gonna be crazy. The video tomorrow, I'm looking forward to. It's so exciting. I kind of want to show you guys a little sneak peek, and I will do that. So pretty much the idea of the video is who you take in pick 1, and then who you should pair it with in pick 2. So it gives you an idea of if you draft this guy at pick 1 or pick 6 or pick 8, who you should take at pick 2 or pick 15, pick 16. It just gives you an idea of kind of where I'm thinking for the first 2 rounds of the draft, which I think are super important. You can lose your league in your first 2 picks, for sure. You won't lose your league in pick 29 and 30 or pick 15, 16. Yeah, there's going to be... So, Casey, we're actually going to make a video. I think Chris is looking into it about players that will gain dual eligibility. Like Jordan Kyrou, who took, if I'm not mistaken, 7 faceoffs last year. Can someone give me a stat line on Hockey Reference for how many faceoffs Jordan Kyrou took last year? The centerman, Jordan Kyrou. Okay, we're at 146, guys. My D are extremely thin, and I'm going to have to make a move to really try and bolster this D core. With not much left on the board, I'm pretty handcuffed with my options here. So the goal is to try and fill it with someone that will just get me a ton of hits or a ton of shots. So I'm going to take Mr. Luke Shen here just because I'm handcuffed now. So someone that will pretty much just win me that category. Kyrou had 5 face-off wins last year. There you go. And that wasn't even me that said it. Someone's on the account too. It might be Chris. Might be Don. How is Skinner Campbell as a goalie pair? I would be very worried if that was my goalie pair. Very high goals against average. You'll get wins. Favoring JT Miller. Yeah, Casey, great one. Yahoo account on Reddit said their teams are reviewing the player positions. They're going to make changes soon. Great. I love to see that. Forgot this was a Cats league. I should have taken Gudis. Yeah, Gudis and Shen are hand in hand. Doesn't really matter. Tell me I'm first in hits in this one now. Oh, yeah. We got there. Is Patty Kane worth the pickup? Yep. Totally good with Patty Kane. Totally good with someone you can draft in late and just stash on your IL. It comes back and he'll be a great second half player for you. I think there was news that he is out until January-ish. And for those who haven't seen it yet, there was news that Montour and Ekblad are out for a decent amount of time. So I would definitely be looking at Forsling in your drafts if you can. I don't know why I have these on. I can't even hear anything. These are coming off. Ears are warm. Where can I situate them though? I have like 7. Oh, maybe I'll stream a Puck Doku after this. I haven't been playing Puck Doku. Trocheck or Eriksson Ek? I like Eriksson Ek better. It's very close though. All right. I need to make a move for my second goaltender. My D, I'm pretty stuck here. And that's just how my draft went. It just didn't work out defensively. And that's just going to keep happening. I just need to be more and more prepped. It's kind of difficult when I'm going through like multiple screens, chat, projections, everything, but it's fine. Scheifele or Reinhardt late? Man, probably Scheifele. It's really close though. It really depends. I'm good with either though. It's like potato almost there. Is Grubauer a sleeper? Yeah, he kind of is. Yeah, Gary, we actually have Z-scores created. Not Z-scores, but expected value. I can give you guys a little show on that. Who shouted out? Gruby. It's a very interesting call. So our trade analyzer uses value of goals, value, assists, power play points, everything relative to the rest of the league. So it's a stat that just compares how many goals this player has compared to the rest of the league over or below. So if you have a negative expected value, then you don't get a lot of penalty minutes. But if you have a positive, then as you can see with Matthews, he's an elite goal scorer. So this is our trade analyzer. All the players are in here. So if you're deciding, do I take Stamkos or do I take Kyle Connor? Steven Stamkos is the winner. Wow, Scheifele, 167. That's great. Practicing to school us. Hey, Mike. Hey. Oh, that's plenty. Yeah, I'm doing my best here. Not really prepared. Byram 170. I don't mind that. It's kind of full of that position. But like, he was playing a decent amount down the stretch. Should be studying. Hey, everyone in here is currently studying. This is study hours right now. With Schmid, I definitely took a risk, so I'm gonna have to come back with another goaltender at some point. But my D are pretty weak right now. Oh, dude, tell me Matheson didn't go. Who took him and why? I don't want to. I don't want to have to take John Klingberg here, but I will take the chance to give me some power play points. He's on Toronto. there's really not a lot of options for me right now on the D end. And that's another trend you're gonna find with these 14 team leagues is your D just thin out so much. Where did Matheson even go? Who did it? I just saw him. It's gonna scroll up here. Someone don't draft someone. You guys wait. Yeah. But he went. I saw it. I always forget about Josh Norris. Kling's a good bet. Yeah, I'm fine with that bet. Like, especially when you're in this position. I felt like my power play points really aren't. They're really lacking on this team right now. So that should help. Yeah, I'm like mid. Oh, nice pick with Raymond. Man, that's someone I gotta keep. I gotta remember. Toivu Teravainen's interesting too. There's a lot of guys that are still like not being drafted that could have fantasy value. Went 138. Yeah, man. That was a miss on me again. How's Sam Reinhart still available? Don't we have him projected super high? That's crazy to me. Eric Gustafson. That's a stretch. I wouldn't have won Gustafson. How could I sign up to do fantasy with you guys? All available on our Patreon, guys. It's $7 one-time payment. You get access to our league. We're hosting a bunch of leagues this year, and we're gonna have prizes, and we're gonna host and reseed all the leagues next year, depending on your standings. And we'll see, how good you guys actually are at fantasy. If you pay enough attention to the channel, follow some of our advice while having your own takes, you can compete and beat us. It's gonna be super fun. We did some last year. Wendell can definitely vouch for how fun it was. I think he ended up beating me in the semis and then took the championship. It was really fun, though. Like, one of the more competitive leagues I played in. If you guys have any questions about how to sign up for the Patreon, how to link everything, just join the Discord, download the app. Oh no, Kadri went. Man, that's who I was going. You guys are crazy. You guys are killing me. Who's still available? I'm okay with Logan Thompson here. I think I won with 3D. That's crazy to me. This team's interesting, but I got to keep in mind it's a 14-team league, so it's not going to be like perfect. But my D are weak. Goalies are questionable. I wouldn't say this is the best draft team I've had. My forwards are good. But again, I did it where I'm just like, I'm focusing so much on the forwards. I should be focusing more on D and goaltenders in 14-team leagues. No, you don't have to be subscribed all year, just a one-time subscription. And the reason why is because I feel like if there's no incentive, then people are just going to give up and not try and manage their team. That's what we found in the past. Like, I think in our league, Wicked or Wendell, I think in our league last year, like only 6 of us were really active throughout the season. So we're hoping that incentivizes people to play, right? It's like paying for a gym membership. You're not going to go to the gym if you don't have a gym membership. So that's kind of the mentality. All right, guys, what do I have left? Do I take a 4th goalie? I don't think I want to. And I'm going to take a stab at Jacob Vrana here. I really like him this season. I think he's going to be super sneaky. He was so good in St. Louis when he was healthy. Oh, I hope he stays healthy this year. That shot volume is just too good to pass up. Probably hard to do mock drafts with viewers. Yeah, Miller, it's not easy. Are you going to grab Spencer Knight? Can you see him in my queue? No, you can't see him in my queue. He's in there. I already have 3 goalies, so I don't think so. But he's a guy, like if this was a real league, you can draft Knight last, put him on your IL, and just pick up someone that you would have drafted instead of him, right? I know, Addison. Chris is very high on Knight. Yeah, I'm high on him if he plays this year. But I was reading some positive things. He's been skating, but he did say he was taking it day by day. So I'm sure that team doesn't want to rush their franchise goaltender, and he is signed too. Who do you guys have for some of your really late picks that are like sneaky? Like Joseph Woll there. I like. Beniers went. I like Zaka still. I like Brant Clark, Cooley, Gunther. Like, what are you guys thinking? Who are some of those really late guys? How many leagues are you in? I think 6. I think I'm in 6. I think, yeah, like maybe 6. Oh man, Hayden's a great one. I have him here. Where is he? So I have like just like Cole's notes for my videos. Like it's kind of hard to wing it, right? You have to make notes for it. But like, I'll show you guys a quick little snip. Like this is like must draft centers, like Barrett Hayton. Someone I'm definitely on this season. Oh, this might not even be showing. Hopefully it is. But yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, it is showing. I like him. Man, OEL is such a call, Johnny. I was looking into that yesterday. That's so funny you said that. I'm gonna take a stab at Brant Clark here. Big prospect. Man, JJ Moser keeps PP1 over Sean the Goat Dursey. The Leafs wish. No. Oh, Wendell? I respect. Man, I love Lehkonen. He's such a good player. I got roasted last year for liking Lehkonen. All right, let's see what the standings project. I'm in last. I'm in 12th because it hates my goaltending. Overall, I'm not overly happy with my draft. I think I really failed on the D end. And my goalies are all risks other than Markstrom. I still think Markstrom's not a risk. And my issue was that I was like, it was difficult to pay attention. You can tell how many times in this draft, and I'm making up excuses. I'm doing it. But how many times in this draft I just didn't know when a player went. I'm like, oh, I want Matheson, and he went 10 picks prior. But for little prep and paying attention, I thought it was okay. And there's also plus minus in here, which is killer. And that's probably something that really killed me. Not too bad. But again, it's the same thing where right winger gets super thin, goaltenders fall, like defensemen are drafted really, really, really early. But we can see the draft board a little bit here. So I went past a 6, which I'm fine with, and then came back with Zib. So, I mean, I could have went Crosby. I think Crosby and Zib are very, very similar. It's like a potato. And then you can see Makar, Dahlin, Yossi, Fox. 4 defensemen went very early. And I came back around. Barkov was a great pick there. I knew I needed a defenseman, so I snagged Dougie. By this time, there were already 6 goalies off the board. Hellebuck went. Really early, Bouchard. I thought the start of my draft was solid. Then I got Mo. So I secured pretty much all my peripherals with that pick. Could have went McAvoy, could have went Carlson. And then came back and grabbed a Vander Kane, which I'm very happy with. I think I prefer him over everyone in this row. Vanacek went in the 5th round. came back. I grabbed Batherson here with Gaudreau, Huberdeau, all of them still on the board. It may have been a miss grabbing Batherson and just not prepared. Stu went. I think I prefer Markstrom over Skinner. And I knew I had to take a goalie. There was already so many off the board. Went back, grabbed Forsberg with Verhaeghe. Still think I'm fine with Forsberg there at left wing. Dubois. Yeah, there wasn't much for the left wingers. And then Nichushkin, I don't think was the best pick of mine, right? I think I would have preferred Tippett and Wilson both over him. That was probably the better play. But yeah, let me read the chat quickly. I took Bouchard as the 50 off the board because it was him or Heiskanen. Check out my team. Love to hear your thoughts. Sure, Corey. Definitely will do that. Anyone else in here too? Where are you at? All right. So Corey went Tage. So first round pick. You know what? Let me go through your draft results, Corey. It's probably better like that. Where are you? Corey, so you had a late pick and you managed to grab 2 first rounders in Kaprizov and Tage. So I love that. And then you were handcuffed, right? Because you had to wait so long between your picks. And maybe you are high on Bouchard, and that's why you took him there. I still think I would have went Serg, Heiskanen, Seider, McAvoy, Carlson over Bouchard, personally. And then you went back with Bouchard. You needed a right winger. So DeBrincat's fine. A little early for me. I don't know how much I like Detroit. And then I went around, and then you grab Gustafsson. You're kind of in a pickle here with goaltending because all the good ones are off the board. I think in this position, I would have maybe held off a bit, but he could be so good this year. Love the Cousins pick. With Lindholm, I think you could have taken Trouba or Forsling. Hampus will be PP2. Not really much to like there. But I love Caulfield pick. That's a great one. Bennett, you know I love Bennett. You stole Sanderson from me. I like where you took the absolute stab at Justin Wool, but still good. Boys, I only got 6 minutes in this draft room, so let me try and go through it. Where are you, Wendell? Wendell, you always draft good teams. Leon Vaz, completely fine with Vaz. I feel like me and you might be the only ones that like him. Meyer came back with him, took a stab. I'm okay with that. Your D are good other than Barry. And you got Feovari, so you took a stab at a guy that's going to get you 300 hits. And I'm completely good with that. Some one and done guys here with McCann, Skinner, Zook. I think it could have been a little bit better. These are guys that had really good seasons last year. Love the take of Bertuzzi here. I can tell you're a Leafs fan because then you went Domi after. I just don't know where he's going to fit into the lineup. I love the Scheifele pick. Love the Zegras pick. And then Campbell is honestly a low risk at last overall. Austin, where are you at, Austin? Oh, you had first? And I see Werenski already, so I think I'm going to like it. 1 second. Oh, man, this team is disgusting, Austin. So McDavid, Sorokin, Miller, probably could be the best 3 starts. I really like Jeff's, actually. Carlson, Morrissey. I'm not a fan of Morrissey. I think there was a lot better options. But, I mean, he could have a really good season. Fiala, solid. Konechny, solid. Like, this is a really good team, man. But the thing is like, Verhaeghe will get dual eligibility and so will Kempe. So I see what you're doing here. And that's maybe the way to play it in these drafts. Taking those and like, that's going to be a really important part. And you've kind of got the light bulb above my head. And is that what you were trying to do? Were you trying to take centers that will get winger eligibility because they're falling so much in drafts? Because where is Verhaeghe and Kempe going as wingers? Probably top 100, right? And you're able to snag them this late. That's really interesting, Austin. I really like that. Something to keep in mind. And you're still on the clock here, man. Who are you taking? Vamelka, late. Completely fine with that. I love the Grubauer sleeper. This is a really strong team, man. Austin, are you ranked 1? Probably not, eh? Because Yahoo's a joke. 3. Yeah, man, that's a really strong team for first overall. Man, let's keep that in mind, everybody. Everyone that's drafting, if you made it this far, people are watching the video tomorrow or in the future, that's a great strategy, Austin. And I'm going to keep that in mind for sure. So that will conclude this stream today, guys. Leave a like before you head out. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys. Great mock draft. We're going to be doing as many as we can this season. It's kind of tiring, but football's starting very soon, guys. So we're going to head on over, watch some football. Hopefully everyone else is doing the same. Have a couple Diet Cokes from me tonight. Yeah, so join the Discord, guys, if you want to find out when the mock drafts are. Be the first one in here. We're going to try and get as many of you guys can. Oh, Seth, I got you. 1 second. I'm sorry. Cooch Pedersen, amazing start. I like Otter here. I think in here is where it struggles with Giroux, Taze, Demko, Chick. 2 guys that may not even be power play 1. And then Giroux, I think, just had a very good one-off season. But we'll see. I love the Demko pick. I love the Larson pick. See, now this is where it gets strong, right? DeBrusque, Horvat, Kadri, Kraus, all strong picks. So it was that mid part of the draft where I think it struggled a little bit. Eduardo, I got you. J-Rob, Fox, a little bit of a reach on Fox. I'm actually not a big Fox fan. I think I would prefer Dougie over him. So in this position, I would have probably taken any of these centers here over Fox. Love Saros, beast. Carlson, a little bit of a risk, but I guess in the 4th round, it's okay. Like the Allmark pick quite a bit. You went Bedard. You got your guy. I know you wanted him. A little bit of a risk here with these injuries. These are 3 injury bug guys. 2 guys that are just, you don't know what you're going to get. Fleury is a little bit of a risk. So I think it could have been a little bit better if you want my honest opinion here. And don't take offense to it. This is why we do mock drafts, right? You got to learn for next time. But man, you're going to get it, Edward, for sure. I'm tired, boys. I'm out of here. I'm going to watch some football. Take it easy, everybody.